Hi everyone, this is the weather hazard briefing for Saturday, April 22nd, 2023 from the National Weather Service office here in Pocatello, Idaho. We will see a couple of spotty snow showers as we get into later this afternoon. It'll be fairly few and far between though, and while temperatures today will be on the relatively mild side, we will see a warming trend as we go through the next several days. So we'll talk about all that along with any more precip chances we got coming up within about the next 5 days or so. So overall, we do stay, again, relatively cool, kind of mild today. A few spotty snow showers on and off, especially as we get into the afternoon, and we do see some of that warming. Again, similar to what we saw yesterday, but a bit more few and far between. We stay mainly dry and keep warming up as we get into tomorrow on Sunday. And then we'll have to be watching as we get into early next week as another system moves in, bringing a bit more potential for rain for more of us, especially at the low and mid elevations as we get into Monday. And then we'll continue our warming trend as we go into the middle part and second half of next week. So again, we continue to keep an eye on flooding concerns across the area. Satellite this morning, you can actually see some of the clouds streaming in from the northwest down into parts of eastern Idaho this morning. We're going to stay mainly in this northwestern flow today. Again, that is bringing in a little bit of that moisture for us to get some of that afternoon activity. You'll notice, too, in the satellite here, a little bit of some patchy fog here and there, or just kind of some low clouds in general. Again, that's not for everybody, but keep in mind you may run into a little bit of that if you are out and about early this morning. So our weather risk outlook grid, overall, see a lot of green on it. You'll also notice we've got some slight chances for snow. Again, mainly some spotty shower activities begin to this afternoon. A bit more likely in some of the higher elevations for us. And then that potential for a bit of rain-snow mix, as you go up in elevation, as we get into, really it's going to be overnight Sunday into Monday, and then continuing through Monday, and tapering off into early Tuesday morning. By the time we get to the middle part of next week, things will be quieting down a bit as far as precip goes, and we may actually see a little bit of a longer break in precip in the second half of next week. As far as any watches or warnings, we do still have the flood advisory for Franklin County. That is going to continue here, but that is currently the only advisory. Don't have any active watches or warnings at this point. But again, those can change as we go throughout the day, so always check online or on social media for some of the latest information there. All right, here is a look at the forecast map for today, day one. You'll notice high pressure again has been trying to build in over the area. It's been pretty weak though, so it's mainly put us into that northwesterly flow to allow some of that moisture mainly into the higher elevations of the eastern highlands today, some in the central mountains. Again, fairly spotty snow showers. Most of us won't see any snow. High temperatures today are going to be, again, on the cool to mild side, with many of us in the 40s through the Snake Plain into parts of the eastern Magic Valley, warming into the low 50s. Again, up in some of the more mountain areas, a little bit cooler. Highs more so in the upper 30s to low 40s. We are still expected to see some more snowmelt as we go through the day today. Granted, temperatures have cooled slightly, so not quite as much as what we've seen over the past couple days or will see in some of the upcoming days. You can see where we have some of these yellows to oranges, particularly through part of the Arco Desert area, and then again through some of the southern hills and parts of the southeastern highlands where we'll see most of that melting going on today. So here is just one model look at what the radar could look like as we go into this afternoon. Again, you'll notice any of these rain/snow showers, again, very temperature dependent at this point, elevation dependent, few and far between. A lot of us will stay dry, but if you happen to get under one of those quick snow showers or a little brief rain shower, just note we could once again see kind of a mix of precipitation types like what we saw yesterday, where you get a little bit of some of that graupel, a little bit of almost small hail, or even sleet, and a little bit of rain, and then even mixing over to snow. So some of the fun precip changes we go through in one storm as we're in the almost spring-ish season here. Again, Snowfall amounts are expected to be very light because most of us won't see any snow. Any accumulating snow looks to be less than an inch throughout the day today. Winds won't be too much of an issue for us as we go through our Saturday here. Some gusts up to about 20 miles per hour through parts of the Magic Valley. As we get into Sunday, again, that weak high pressure that's trying to stay in place, it's going to get pushed a little bit farther to the east. We've got a little bit of a weak short wave coming through. Again, that's going to kind of open that door for more of that precip as we go Sunday into Monday. And as for most of the day Sunday, you see that precipitation off to our west. Again, that is going to move eastward and then reach us overnight Sunday into Monday. Low temperatures early Sunday morning. Most of us are going to be back down to near or below freezing. A lot of 20s. Some parts of the southeastern highlands here dropping back down into the teens. So that's good at least to help slow some of that snow melt down, at least during the overnight hours. But by Sunday afternoon, most of us will be warming up a few more degrees with a lot more 50s, even into some low 60s into parts of the Magic Valley. Those in the higher elevations will mainly be in the 40s. Wind gusts on Sunday. Again, Sunday not too much of an issue for us. Only about 15 to 20 mile per hour wind gusts there. So as we get into day 3, that would be Monday for us. And you can see the next cold front coming in, that next system itself. Again, that is going to bring some greater precip chances for us. And again, kind of a mix of rain and snow, very elevation dependent and temperature dependent there. So low temperatures Monday morning. Again, a lot of us back down below freezing in the higher elevations. Those of us in the lower elevations, right above freezing, so mid to upper 30s. By the time we get to Monday afternoon, a lot of us will have warmed into the 40s, 50s, or right around 60 degrees. But with that system coming through, our winds are going to pick up. We'll probably see some gusts closer to about 20, 25, up to about 30 miles per hour. This is just one depiction of potential rainfall amounts. Now, this is Sunday all the way through the middle part of the week, so this is not all coming at once. But we could see up to about 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch across a good portion of the area. Again, this system is kind of just on the edge of some of our more high-resolution models. They're a bit more short range. So as we get into, tomorrow, we'll kind of have a little bit better look at how that will play out, again, as we get into the early part of next week, more so into Monday there. So low temperatures by Tuesday morning. Temperatures won't be totally fallen by that point. A lot of us will still be in the 20s in the higher elevations early Tuesday morning versus the mid-upper 30s in the lower elevations of the Snake Plain and Magic Valley. By Tuesday afternoon, you'll notice most of us still in the 40s and 50s. Wednesday morning, again, more of us, the southeastern highlands dropping below freezing, which again is a good thing overnight. But we are going to continue to see a warming trend as we get in the middle part of next week with more of us into the 50s and even some low 60s. But again, everybody well above freezing by the time we get to Wednesday afternoon there. So we are going to continue snow melt most afternoons and unfortunately add a little bit more precip as that next system comes in overnight Sunday into Monday. So again, we're going to keep an eye on that. And with those warmer temperatures into next week, we'll be watching for more flooding potentials, or at least potentially looking at maybe an increase in some of that aerial flooding that we've been seeing in those low-lying areas, especially in the southeastern highlands there. All right, if you do have any questions, comments, concerns, of course, you can always find us on social media. Give us a phone call, send us an email, and we always post the latest updates to our website, weather.gov/Pocatello. And again, usually on social media too. Have a great day.